What up? It's your boy Nick Incredible, and this is my discussion/review for Tracker Episode 5, titled Lexington. And honestly, it's not Coulter's typical kind of case. Let's talk about it.
Headed out for change, I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name, I'm excited, I'm obsessed. No one in my way but myself and a test. Yeah, I will be the best, yeah, I will be the best. Life is just a game, I'll be playing till I rest. I'll be there to claim my own spot among the best.
It wasn't a bad episode, just the case this time around was a lot different than what we're used to, and it really wasn't Coulter's typical kind of case. And that's not a bad thing, but after that wonderful episode that was episode 4, in that brief hiatus, you know what I'm saying, I guess this wasn't a bad way to come back. I was still reeling off the greatness that was episode 4, but this wasn't a bad way to come back because it kind of just puts you back in the swing of things after that small brief hiatus after episode 4. Now, I do love that Coulter got a little bit more emotional this time around because the case was very emotional, so to speak. There was corruption, there was some murder going on yet again, and it's not Coulter's normal kind of case, but we got to see Renee again, and we had to get Renee involved because it was a lot more of a legal matter taking place as well. Now, I told you guys, I'm okay with Renee popping in and out of the picture, and I feel like they keep throwing that will they won't they thing, and they're like those lingering looks that they have at each other and the banter that they play back and forth with. They make a great couple, but we know there's some history there that Renee doesn't really want to fall back into, but she's constantly helping Coulter. And with Renee being, kidnapped this episode, like there's a lot of emotions and a lot of sparks flying in the air between these two characters, and you kind of want it just a little bit, even though we know Coulter kind of pops off in all these different cities every time. And, hey, he gets a chick here, he gets a chick there. Sometimes he does and sometimes he doesn't. But, Renee's that grounded stability, you know what I'm saying? Especially with someone like Coulter, where he's constantly on the go and then he's dealing with all this family trauma. But this episode, we see him trying to take on a case in particular where he kind of pushed back his vacation a little bit. That's not his normal kind of case. It's more so tracking down a missing witness, aka trying to prove someone's innocence. Like, it's a whole ordeal. Now, he does kind of prove people's innocence a lot of times, but that's only if it's directly involved in the case. Like, this actual case this time was him, proving someone's innocent. It wasn't just tracking someone from the get-go. Now, sure, they wanted him to kind of hopefully find out about the missing witness. The little girl was just worried about her dad. Her mom still didn't really kind of believe him a little bit. It was kind of a toss-up. But as the episode progressed, and we see that once Coulter found out more about everything that was going on with this particular case, the mom started to see things a little bit differently, with the father being attacked in prison and everything. So like I said, the stakes were a little high, and you can understand that, you know what I'm saying? Because there was murder, there was corruption, and missing persons, like criminal conspiracy. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on with this particular case. We had this one big bad guy that was pulling things behind the scenes, but he was also working with a lawyer that was a public defender, but was also his lawyer that was trying to frame someone. Like, there was a lot of moving strings. There was a lot of puppeteering going on, but this also kind of put Coulter in danger yet again, even though, it wasn't like serious danger because he was tracking down someone and he kind of got hit across the head. And bro, you got to be more careful. But things escalated because this isn't his normal kind of case. And I enjoyed that because it wasn't his typical kind of case. And I really enjoyed that the characters in this episode, our main characters and stuff, Teddy, Velma, Renee, and even Coulter, they all acknowledge that this isn't the kind of case that they normally take. And sure, the 20 grand, that was a hefty price, but Coulter kind of saw something in the little girl. And I do love how that kind of plays into every case that he takes a little bit, because we know he's running away from something and he has his own familial drama. So anytime familial drama kind of pops up in a situation, he does take that case on, no matter the consequences. But he's always about his money at the end of the day. That's one thing I can acknowledge and really enjoy, is that even though like it sticks a chord with him or strikes a chord with him, and he's kind of dealing with stuff that's going on with the particulars of the case, even if it does bring up his own family drama, at the end of the day, he's still gonna get that check. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. Like, sure, that like I'm a decent person. I care about people's emotions and stuff, but at the end of the day, I need my check too. I put in the work, so I'm gonna need my check. And I do enjoy that aspect of Coulter's character. Now, sure, it's a little campy from time to time because, in my opinion, now, because although it's him taking these cases and everything, Coulter puts himself in danger. And like these people, sure, they're not prone to danger, but come on, man, y'all could help this man out just a smidget, okay, just a smidget. But I love that he goes beyond and above, or above and beyond, to help these people out, even though he's not a cop or anything like that, because that's constantly brought up. Well, you're not a cop, right? No, I'm not a cop. But he goes beyond, or above and beyond, to help these people in these particular situations, and I got to give Coulter credit on that, man. And the episode itself, like, with the corruption and the murder and stuff going on, we see that kind of unfold. But like I said, we needed Rini around when it comes to the legal aspect, and even Coulter with the poker game this time around, having him bust everybody and get busted with everybody, and then Rini having to bail him out of jail. The legal stuff comes into play, and of course Rini needs to show up. But I love the fact that they have this kind of connection, and I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but we know that they're sending sparks that way, and it might unfold. It was a decent episode. At the end of the day, we see that the corrupt guy, what was he, a gangster, mobster, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We see that he was having his lawyer, which is the public defendant for this man's case, poke his nose into and try to obtain the information to keep him out of jail, and at the end of the day, dude, I'm gonna be 100%. Like, you could see the corruption, and when he was questioning Rini and he had all this wonderful information, I was like, yeah, man, this dude is corrupt. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I love that one moment in this entire episode when the mobster guy was chasing Coulter and the chick he was saving, and Coulter was like, he pulled over the truck, stopped, and was like, okay, hold on. Boom, boom. Hey, that man, oh my God, what? He was pissed, but he was like, what? Yeah, you mess with the wrong person, man. And like, now when Coulter does stuff like that, I love it. But then like when he goes, like when we see him chasing down the Mallory chick, and he kind of let his guard down and get hit across the head, and like, come on, man. Like, you do one great moment, sure, it was after the other, but like, you do one great moment, and then we see you letting your guard down a little bit. Coulter is great. We know he has this whole tactical thing going on and this wilderness aspect, and like, he really shines and stuff like that took place in episode 4. But like this one, he's like, yeah, Coulter, you kind of let your guard down a little bit, bro. But he regained it when he threw a buddy off the roof. That was good in my opinion. I enjoyed it. But like I said, it was a nice episode, and it was okay to have that be the episode that we came back after that brief hiatus. And honestly, it was pretty decent. But I enjoy the series as a whole so far, man. Like I said, still episode 4 was that highlight for me. It was that best episode, but it wasn't too bad for episode 5 to be that comeback episode. And I'm hoping we get more tracker-esque stuff as we go forward with the series. This is your brother Incredible. Don't forget to smash the like button so you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. Peace out.
Cause I've been working a lot, I think I deserve a shot, I think I deserve a spot. Cause it's been years on this path that I walked, and if I keep going, I pray I'll be